I'm actually on time today. Look at me. Also, this loading screen's kind of lit. Gonna finish the brick house today, and then Brave actually might join us. Excuse me. Man, I'm very curious to see what LEGO Fortnite Odyssey will look like a year from now. Because I was saying earlier this year, like with Brick Life releasing and then subsequently Expeditions, I'm hoping that they just kind of not call it quits, but like call it there, round it off, 3 staple game modes, and now we just invest time into improving those. Like Brick Life and Expeditions are a thing now, and I don't think they're gonna back out of them anytime soon, if at all. So hopefully this is just like the end of the divide and conquer, because like I feel like they're spreading themselves a little bit too thin if they keep going. Allie, you were almost first. Raven was first. Sir laughs a lot. How's it going? They didn't want to let me into the world there. We'll try again. Astro Bull, hello, hello. Alex, SJ, welcome in, welcome in. Hello, my people. But yeah, I want to see, I hope they really lock down on Odyssey here over the next 12 months.
Where's the leak, ma'am?
Because, like, I'm already, honestly, does anybody feel this way? Because this is how I've felt since they've announced the superhero abilities coming to Odyssey. And that's honestly a lot of deflation and disappointment, because we're already waiting, and we know we're waiting. And as much as I like to know things early, it kind of, I guess it's kind of better knowing, because now we get to prepare ourselves like, oh, the next big thing is probably superhero powers in Odyssey. Whereas they let us know that like a month and a half, 2 months ago, where I'm glad they at least told us, because what if we went like another like 2-3 months without content in this period, and then it was just like, oh, here's superhero abilities. I think we all would have been disappointed.
Don't tell me how to cook the sauce.
Even worse. But now we can kind of mentally prepare and be like, okay, we're probably not getting anything really actually new until like the end of the year. But even then, we're 3 months out from the end of the year, and superhero powers already got delayed. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was like our end of the year update. My thoughts exactly, Raven Chick. I hope they hear us, and it's no disrespect, but I feel like it's the most unnecessary crossover of gameplay mechanics. Because what makes Expeditions special then? If you have all the weapons and the abilities, but you're in an open world, and you can do a million things more, including build. It just, like, to me, it detracts from Expeditions. And then also, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't add any flavor for Odyssey, because it's not really anything new. It's just something that we've already had now being added to Odyssey. Like, if there was no Expeditions, like, don't get me wrong, I like the weapons being added, but they even feel too overpowered. Like, the balance of the game is all wonky now. And yeah, it's just weird. The superpowers thing, I think it's blending two things that are meant to be separate. Like, the reason someone would play Expeditions over Odyssey is, I don't know, I guess I'm not getting it, is for reasons X, Y, and Z. So if you add reasons Y and Z to the other game mode, then it really only makes the uniqueness of this game X. That's what makes Expeditions unique, because Y and Z got transferred over. So it makes the other game more diluted or something. Is this your main work? Yeah, basically live streaming and overall content creation. Let's see if I can get into another world. Sector, no, sorry. Might be playing with Brave today, but most of the time I'm playing solo. Yeah, and then when you get the powers, it's like, how are they going to work that into the progression, right? Are you going to do you have to level up a class, essentially, as you go through the game? Because, like, I can't imagine the second you get powers, why would you ever craft a sword ever again? Or a regular crossbow, especially with the pistols. Like, they're so enormous. Like, I just feel like there's a place for them. Like, obviously we want more diverse stuff in Odyssey, like, and we want the kind of the technology to increase over time. Like right now we got like swords and muskets and stuff, but I do imagine what, like, we would get like, you know, plasma pistols and stuff one day. But I felt like it would have gradually scaled with the content of the game. Whereas, like, we got all these super OP weapons, which made the hardest boss of the game that was released 6 months ago, the Storm King, an absolute joke. So it's like, it's weird. Everything feels too much or not enough. The building in the game is fantastic. I would say even the build limit has been increased quite a bit. Even in the last like 6 months, I feel like I can build more. But overall, the content has just been really dry. Anybody recognize this picture? Yeah, and then the only way we've been getting new builds has been through the Battle Pass, which has been our like one home free guarantee that we're getting new builds, where I think it's, at least when the game first released, we almost came to expect like, oh, Battle Pass every couple months, and then new build kit maybe once or twice during the course of a Battle Pass. Mr. Nutman, that's a good question. What kind of update from Minecraft would I like to see to LEGO Fortnite? I would like to see more automation mechanics and like some form of Lego redstone, but like, especially like Brave mentioned it the other day when we were briefly in Discord together while I was playing. He was talking that he wants hoppers, which is something I've wanted forever, or something similar to that new, what is it, the copper golem that can like organize stuff for you. Just like overall, because like we already have some stuff like the swivel plate, the balloons, the pressure plates, all those dynamic toys that create actions or movements or some sort of light automation. We need more of that in LEGO Fortnite, whether it's hoppers, Lego, like whatever we want to call the Lego version of Redstone, something. And you know, I was thinking, I'll show you when we get in, there's an item that they need to, I don't want to call it a buff, but you know when you go to the toys section and there's that wooden box, it's you could use it as decoration if you want, but technically it's like a moving item. It's like a big crate and you can push it around. Technically, I've always found since the beginning of the game that item has zero value other than decoration, because like, dude, they made it a big deal in the trailers about how like, because like in the trailers they showed you like rolling on the logs and like pushing around logs and stuff, and that's like very like small portion of like the gameplay in the game. But like that block, funny enough, it does not activate pressure plates as you might think it would. So I don't get why they can't add that physic to that box, because if animals in the game and the fish trophies can activate buttons, surely they could make it so stuff like those big the movable wooden crates could activate pressure plates if you pushed it over a pressure plate. Because then you can make some really fun, like, secret doors and moving parts, or just, like, make certain parts. Or just even have an option, like, if you have, like, any sort of piece, you could use the wrench to, like, make it active so it could interact with buttons. And you could make all sorts of Rube Goldberg machines in this game with the pressure plates, but the only thing we're missing is reliable pieces that can activate and deactivate the pressure plates themselves, because the only thing you do now is the fish statues, and then I think animals work, but those are like in place Old crap. Yeah, it looks like I'm not getting into my expert world. What do you think Odyssey has to do to get more players? I think Odyssey to get more players, step one, like they smooth out the bugs. The flying out of the seat glitch. Do you know how many people probably would give this game a chance again? But they like, how many times during my stream does someone come in, and rightfully so, they're like, oh my god, I used to play this game and they still haven't fixed that seat glitch? And I had to be like, oh yeah, no, it sucks. How, like, it looks really bad, because there are players who want to come back and would give it a chance, but rightfully aren't, because they might see a streamer like me playing and they're like, oh, well, nothing's changed. So first and foremost, smooth out the bugs, so that way returning players or people that want to return have more incentive to do so. And then once they get all the bugs smoothed out, then it's just a matter of getting more consistent on the progressional content updates, like things to do. Even if they're small things, we just need more busy work sprinkled throughout in between major updates. But then after that, after you solve lag and we get on a consistent, like, you know, set out to get on a consistent content schedule, after that, I think it's remarket. Like, I think at a certain point, they need like a whole, almost like a, not like a soft re-release or whatever. I don't know what you would call it, but like, Lego and Sony invested $2 billion into this game, and I'm sure they barely made a dent in it over the course of a year and a half. That's like a budget that I would imagine would stretch out for like a decade if they wanted it to. But like, I don't know, get the game smooth, get it playable, get it so like if people were to come to the platform, they would want to stay. Right now, with all the bugs, people just aren't going to, if you're a gamer and you're used to games running smoothly, this game is not going to satisfy you for the most part. So I think buy a Super Bowl ad or something one of these years and really do like a soft relaunch of the game marketing wise and get the name out there again. Because do you know how many people I talk to that don't know that this game exists or even what it's all about? Because if you're a, here's the what is the word, the conundrum slash problem with Lego Fortnite. The people who are going to know what it is and who have tried it are generally Fortnite players because it's on the Fortnite platform, obviously. Problem being, most Fortnite players are younger and they came to the Fortnite platform for a battle royale shooter. Therefore, when they go to try this open world Lego game that's also laggy on top of it, it's not gonna be like, you know, it's not that it's like a bad game, but it's like you're preaching to the wrong choir, you're barking up the wrong tree. And then the inverse problem on the outside for people who don't play Fortnite at all, they hear Lego Fortnite, and they have almost like a 90% of the time I've talked to people, they assume that Lego Fortnite is something battle royale-esque. They have no idea it's like an open world survival where you can build custom stuff for the most part. So I think there's like a disconnect. The players that it's like essentially naturally being exposed to, they're not the kind of players who are going to enjoy this type of game. And the people who might enjoy this type of game they have no idea what it is from the outside. Does that make sense? Honestly, Mark, I don't know if that's still a thing, but it might be the pickaxe thing where you can elongate your glider. Yeah, I can't get into my expert world. It lets me into this world pretty much just fine. But it will not let me over there. I wanted to try the coupling and decoupling thing. Mainly because here, I guess I could try it. I've played around a little bit with it, and I learned how to do it, but here, I'll show you. The problem with the coupling and decoupling that I found was that even if, like, because I was trying to do what Moxie did, and maybe I'm missing a step here, but the whole idea is you build here, and normally you couldn't build on top of this at an angle. It would like say like pieces not aligned. You know what I mean? You can actually like do that now really easily because of the new system. But see how it says like objects not aligned? So you can't do this. So you can use the new coupling and decoupling technique to actually get there to be no stud. Excuse me. So we can use this tech, put this on, right? And then all we need to do, I think it's like 1 or 2 pieces to get it to, I don't remember if the actual toy counts as a piece. But essentially we put a couple pieces here and then we can couple it, which will disconnect this. And now this is a free floating piece, right? And then now we can lift it, or I think we can move it over there. It's probably going to bonk into it. So let's just build a wall behind it real quick. Yeah. Sorry, I have a jet flying over. Okay, that's actually perfect. So now we've got this, and now we can get rid of that. So I'm not really explaining what's going on here, but we're just going through it. So now I'm going to decouple it by getting rid of this. So now this is back. We can destroy all these. Now this is like back to being a non-free floating part. We have successfully decoupled it. The only problem is, see how now we can't add anything to it. That was, so like it's only useful if you have like a fully built surface and then you bring in a fully built structure to land there. Or what you do is you have to build it. Like, I guess what you would do is if you wanted to build on after the fact, you would almost have to like do this where you built like a border around it, I think. So like that way you had room to build a wall there. So like you actually could build like a full structure. I don't know if that's making sense. But the problem is it's like inhibiting you from... You can build on top of this structure now, no problem. But if you wanted to expand this structure, it ends up being not aligned again because it's trying to touch those. So you'd have to build completely on top of this. Which, if you're trying to build a structure, you'd have to have like the whole foundation set out. So then you'd have to decouple this, move it over, recouple it, and then now it's big enough to where you could like put your normal building dimensions on top of it without spilling over and becoming misaligned. Oh, good. Moxie's here to troubleshoot, because that's what I was like. Maybe I was missing a step, because I was like, maybe because the way you explained it made it seem like you could possibly just keep going and building off of it, no problem. But that's... So I guess the real benefit is like, if I wanted to make like another Lego brick house area, but I wanted it to be like not at all 90-degree angles, what I could do is build a big flat platform and then build in bricks separately, decouple them, fly them over to the complex, get them into the position I want them to, then recouple it onto it so you don't have to worry about and then it's already built. So you're not worrying about like, oh, I can't extend it. It would already just be like there. But yeah, make the base larger, or like I said, you could, it's going to take a lot more pieces, but I can do an example where I like I was saying, I can build a big... Actually, let's do that here. Let's just extend this and then build another brick, and then I'll give you guys an example, and I'll try to explain it best I can. If you guys want to learn more about coupling and decoupling, Lego Moxie on YouTube, or Abide Guy, because I believe Moxie said Abide Guy was also one of the founding discoverers of it, so I'm trying to give credit where credit's due all around. So like, let's just leave a space there, and then what we do is we build our brick like over yonder. So the idea behind coupling and decoupling is, you ever notice when you're building with a vehicle and sometimes you build a part onto the vehicle too close to another build, and it makes all of a sudden all of your thrusters and all of your balloons pop. Have you ever had that happen while building a vehicle? That is basically not the cause, but it's like, Moxie talked about in the video about like taking months to understand it, and I can see why, because it's like that's not why that's happening, but that's like part of the process that's happening is when you couple and decouple it breaks any toys on the objects, and essentially that's what we've been accidentally doing this whole time, was coupling our vehicles with random builds, and basically Moxie was able to put it into words. I've built so many of these damn bricks. Actually, these I could just build them better. I know there's a quicker way. I just do that for simplicity because it was easier to remember 6x6. But in reality, we can save ourselves a little bit of space here. Technically, we don't even need to do the bottom. No. Yeah, what's up, Moon Knight? So, back to the decoupling and coupling thing. So, what you can do is basically use that to your advantage, and you can make pieces that are stuck in the ground not stuck in the ground, and then you can also make pieces that aren't stuck in the ground stuck in the ground. That's essentially the idea behind the whole coupling and decoupling. So, like, essentially, and I'll show you an example here that Moxie uses. Basically, you can take, like, a structure that's built out in the wild, and you could, like, completely float it away. These pieces are so annoying. It is the biggest pain in my neck ever. It, like, I swear they did it on purpose to make it a mini tutorial to force users to use the new vertical nudge feature, which I'm not, like, opposed to, but, like, I swear there's, like, no other reason for it. It's like we made this piece especially buggy that you have to use the vertical nudge feature, otherwise you cannot you cannot place it until you learn how to use this feature. It's a skill check for sure. But yeah, for everybody, if you want to go check it out, go check out Lego Moxie's video, or I believe Abide Guy also has an older video on it. They explain, like, the whole science behind it, which I'll try to do my best as I'm showing it. So we want to use the least amount of pieces possible here. So that way it's easier to decouple. And then technically, once you get it decoupled and placed, and you wanted to replace the parts to the smaller ones, you technically could. Okay, so now it should be ready because we're just going to place it, so we don't need the bottom. And then technically, to make it easier, I could even wait to put the studs on. Okay. So the idea behind coupling and decoupling, I will do my bestest to explain this. So this, we all can agree, is in the ground, correct? I'm going to explain it because I watched the video like 2 or 3 times on 2x speed, by the way, Moxie. I got you 3 views in 1. I was like, I'm going to make sure I understand this like back to front. And then I think we all would agree this is a moving item, right? Not moving item, stuck in the ground, moving item. Now we can essentially switch the states of these / couple or decouple them. And there's a couple ways to do it. One of them being with this. I think if you were to move this like here, and then I think if I were to build, even if it's not aligned like it is now, I think I could get it to couple just by doing this. Yeah. So technically, like, now these are like, now this is not a moving part, and that is. But I believe it's if you put more parts on this one, right? Because I always do it with the swivel plate now, so this way is kind of like confusing in my head. But I believe if we just put more parts on this one, and then we do this, I believe it will couple the other way around. Yep, and now it's moving. So, if you have a moving and a non-moving piece, the way it works is the cup, like, because right now, again, this is a, oh, how did I do that? How did I leave it like that, Moxie? I thought it was supposed to be left one way or the other. Oh, maybe it's because this had, I don't know. But basically, it will take the state of whichever block has more pieces. I forgot that was technically made out of 3. So, like, if I put this, and technically, again, you don't need to use that as a moving piece. You can just use a swivel plate. According to Moxie, the bottom piece is fixed, but the top piece of it is like a, you can imagine it as like its own dynamic foundation. It's moving separately from this structure. So you can actually use this piece to like combine them. So instead of having that right next to that and building a piece to merge them, technically to merge these two, all you have to do is build a piece right here. And then that merges this bottom foundation with the top piece of that. So if you want this piece to become moving, it will only take the state of the piece that has more pieces on it, if that makes sense. So because right now they're coupled, but because this structure is made out of 3 pieces and this little rotation piece is only made out of 1, I just coupled them. It's going to take the state, which was a not moving version, and it made all of it not moving. But if I add more than 3 pieces, and again, sorry if I'm not explaining this as well as Moxie, you should go check out their video. If I add, I think it's 3, 4, I can't remember if the piece itself counts. So now there's more pieces here attached to the moving part than the non-moving part. Are we following? So now when we couple these, aka we're essentially combining them into one unit. We're taking the moving part, which is the pieces on top of the swivel, and the non-moving part, which is the pieces below the swivel, and we're connecting them. Boom. See how it kind of poofed? Because the moving part has more pieces attached to it, the whole unit now has taken the state of the moving part, because the moving part has more pieces. Now this whole thing is now movable. Whereas if I take this away and decouple them, it'll go back to being normal. But now, let's say I have, obviously we have way more pieces on this one, because this is made of 3. So now if we were to couple it again, it is still technically connected, but it's not going to take the state of the moving piece anymore, because this bottom structure now has the most pieces. So, how do we move that big brick? Well, what we got to do is build a swivel on it, and now it's going to take a lot of pieces, because to get this to be not, this is like a sustained in the ground structure, we need to add more pieces on top of this swivel than are in this structure. So that will be quite a bit here, but it should be pretty possible. at the word poof. Wait, what? Oops. I guess it really doesn't matter. I guess it actually kind of does for weight when we're transporting it. That's the only thing it really matters for. So I don't know how many pieces it's going to... Actually, we can kind of calculate it to an extent. But we're just going to... And we can always test it, because, like, if we couple it, it's clearly this still has more pieces. Otherwise, this would have fell to the ground. So uncouple it, and then we'll just keep going. Eventually, we'll outweigh the amount of pieces that are in the brick onto this structure. All right, let's check again. Nope. Still, it would have, like I said, we're on a slope right now, so when it works, you'll see us plop right down to the ground. No. We want it neat. And what would be even easier is just to lift the foundation with these bricks. There's a way easier way to do this, too. I could have done it even easier than I'm doing it now. Like, there's, like... Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, there's a way that you could expedite this like crazy. So is that enough bricks? Let's find out. Surprisingly not. Thought we'd be almost there. See, if you try to do a huge structure, you're gonna have some issues, but it's probably better to just know your foundation and then just do that. Bring the couple the foundation, bring the foundation over, and then just build what you want on top of that. All right. What level am I this season so far? Only 70. All right, let's see. Still? There's no way. Right? It's got to be like 2 more. Really? Not doing anything wrong, Moxie. Oh. Oh, can I leave this here too? Moxie, or do I have to break it every time? Or can I just leave this here and then keep building on that? Like, can I just leave that there? And, like, leave it coupled and then just keep going? I've been doing it with the controllable. Either should work. I mean, you saw me do it over there with that one, with the smaller one, so it should be working. Oh, you cannot leave it. That's what I figured. We got to be close. Oops. Like, there's no way it wouldn't tilt, right? I guess I'll just do the balloon thing, just to be sure. Like, I can't imagine that's not enough. Is it not coupling? I should have broke it, right? Did I do something wrong? I guess I could just break it and restart. Try the other one. Javi, I'm doing the coupling and decoupling technique, but... It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6 is 36 for the top row. And then... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, the balloon on the stack. Duh. That would... You had to put it on the moving part. Okay. So it is coupling. It's just not still, I guess, more pieces? See, this is why as well. I'll show you a better way to do this after everybody, because clearly this is wasteful and you wouldn't want to do this in an expert mode, especially. There's just no way. Our little canary. There we go. No way it was that many pieces. I don't even believe it. That many pieces, huh? Okay, we have successfully coupled it. We got more pieces onto that than we do on this. Now, all we have to do is fly this thing over there. Uh-huh. Oh, we're a little crooked. So we're a little top heavy. We're just a little top heavy. That'll smooth itself out. Oops. Hold on. I can fix it, I think. Oh no. 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 Okay, maybe that balloon was integral to the whole thing. Is it gonna flip over though? Can I break this now? I can't remember. Now that it's floating, can't I just like do that and it still floats? Yeah, okay, we're good. I just couldn't remember if that was a important factor in the coupling and decoupling that would goof it up. It's when you break that piece, so nothing else matters until then. Oh, I forgot to, like, change those. Oh, forgot to change those. Oh yeah, I should probably put thrusters on the front too, otherwise it's gonna fly weird. Dang it! Trying to do is the little amount of work possible, and I'm doing the most. That's what happens when you try to do things too quickly. You end up taking more time than if you just did them slowly. There we go. Now I can fly my brick. Alright, we want it over there. Dun da 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 dun dun da 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 da. I forgot none of these are activated balloons. But we can change that. You know, you can change the regular balloons into basically activated ones after the fact. All balloons, like because obviously you have a choice between activated and non-activated. But every time you place, like these are just regular, you saw me, I placed just a large balloon. If you click the wrench, they're just all deactivated channels. So you can just now put them on channel 4. They're just like if you had placed one of these. And now you know. See? I just need to be not this far. Why you do this to me? Can I push it? Wait. I can't push it. I wish you could push it in the air. surprised that floating glitch is still a thing. Oop. Boom. Good enough for what I'm trying to make an example for. Move it! Excuse me. You big turd bricks. Get out of here. Okay. Now, before we decouple, or before we recouple it... Oh, crap, that's in the way right there. See, ideally, we want to have everything built around it. There. So that way when we build it, we don't got to worry about the misalignment stuff. There we go. That's stuff in the way. Okay. So it's a moving object, but then when we get rid of this original connecting part, we're going to decouple them, which this has less pieces now though, right? So won't it take the state of this? Or wait. Will this undo correctly? That's what I was just saying. So I have to rebuild a bunch of parts, right? I'm glad you were thinking the same thing I was, because that pretty much confirms it. So right now, unless I add more pieces, that's going to remain a moving piece when I break that, right? What's going on, Lumberage? So I just need to add my bajillion pieces back, right? Okay. That's why my other one was moving around, right? Because I changed stuff up after the fact. I don't remember how many it was. And I think we only have one chance with this. I guess I can keep recoupling it and then trying it again. Yeah, it's all wishy-washy, reversey, back and forthy. I guess it doesn't matter here. I'm not floating it anymore. I should have measured in meters how many I needed to go up. That seems about right, right? Did I do it? It's hard to tell. Oh, no, I did not. So then I would just recouple it and then keep building, right? Until I actually get it right. You have to place... So, like, go watch Lego Moxie's video on YouTube. Like, it's going to be tough for me to explain it all in one breath and make it make sense to you guys over the course of, 30 minutes in a stream, whereas, like, Moxie's video goes over everything on beat, back to back to back, everything you want to know, all the troubleshooting, all the little things you have to pay attention to make it work. Otherwise, you're going to have problems like I'm ending up having. So I'm not remembering all this stuff right off the bat. Okay, so now we should be able to... I think that coupled it again. Yes, we are back. It's no longer pushable at all. So now we can go ahead and just chop that timber. So now we have successfully transplanted this brick with other bricks, and now it's completely off angle with no gap underneath. The only thing is you can't do anything, like if you want anything attached now and out front, it has to be a stud gap, or like the height of a plate. Actually, what could you do? Is that half a? I think that's half of a one. But anything you build onto this now, it has to be, you have to be attaching it to here or above. Standing still to watch it fall is so real. It's like, you can't not, right? Why is it not breaking more than that? It is satisfying breaking that many pieces. Hello? Get out of here. Looks like a nutty bar or a Twix bar or something. Or something else. Or a huge Minecraft level turd. Steve after he has Taco Bell. You see, we've done it. Do your hands do more damage to these? Is that one of those things? No. They just like, I think a bug, I don't know if they made that so like it was harder to accidentally break stuff, but like the fact they made you do like no damage to all the toys is like extremely annoying. To like sit here for like an hour and a half just breaking balloons. Now, what would be ultimately easier, chat? As long as I didn't plan on building an interior here, then I'm not really worried about like the insides. But basically, ideally, what you would do is just build this frame and then fly the frame over. And again, assuming you don't plan building in the middle, like up, you would just build this frame, couple it or decouple it, fly just the one layer frame over to the final site, land it because it's way lighter. You'd need way less pieces to stack to get it decoupled. And then once it's coupled again over here, well, then you just build on top of that first layer that you did, which you can do no problem without having to worry about alignment. So then you skip that whole hassle of having to turn this into a giant brick spaceship, which is not a bad idea, by the way, which is something I've thought about doing is, it would take a lot of balloons, but basically turning these bricks into like a really cool spaceship where the bricks are like just big old brick wings and a brick,
Pod friend, Jebusted, Darth Jar Jar, Doritos chip, pizza time, MacD zombie hamburger, Chewy, why so serious? Sings note, sings note, sings note, sings note, sings note, sings note, FB catch, FB catch, FB catch, Pawn, Kappa W, Votene, nom nom vote, yeah!
yeah. I don't know what the text to chat on emojis is wild. It actually hit a beat there for a second. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is so hot in my room. You guys have no idea. It's 109 today again. It's supposed to be summer's supposed to be fading. Is that bad? It is kind of Perry the Platypus like, isn't it? There we go. Perry the Brick House. Get it? It's supposed to be the hat. Someone was being edgy with Keshu. No, it was literally describing by name every single one of those emojis. Go play Reload? No, I'm good for now. But yeah, now this is completely in. And now you can make some modifications to it. Like if you wanted to, like, if you had an interior one, you can still make the modifications here. It's just when you get to this height that you can't have it be right there. Then it counts it as misaligned. You can basically fly in pre-built projects. Now, if you want, the better thing to do is, like I said, is to probably just float over a foundation, which would actually be, let's actually kind of do that real quick, because I want to use it as an example and also a practice for myself Because like this, people ask how I get good at building. You build basically practice builds like this, where the goal is to just get the idea. So when you go to put it into practice for like a real build, you already have the hard part and the logistics of how I'm going to accomplish it done. And then it's just up to like the creative factor of like, what am I going to make these spaces into? So for example, let's just make this really easy to see. We'll use black and white parts, right? Okay. So there's that. We'll make it a little bit bigger. I should probably do this somewhere else. I keep building all this in an area where if I want screenshots of that later, it's going to look terrible with all this crap in the background. So let's actually break this. I'm going to build this somewhere else. That ended up going to get eventually too build heavy and dense over here. Even though I'm in a sandbox mode, I can build wherever, but I don't want to build all in this one spot and make it laggy and low frames when it doesn't need to be. But no, that outline, I use that as a, that was my tutorial that I posted on Reddit and also on TikTok as a picture post. It was just easier to show people dimensions when you can see. Like if they were all orange bricks or all teal bricks, it's a lot harder to see like the reference points and I guess scale of it all. Whereas like this, you go, oh, like because I also put in the infographic like that you're using a certain piece, so you know like, oh, each one of these is 4 bricks. Every time it changes color, it just makes it easier to read. Oh, wait. Hold on. I can't have any of these turds just floating around. Is there a max? There clearly is a max amount of pieces that can be broken by this. Because I know the radius is bigger than that, isn't it? And it only broke like that many pieces. You'd think it would break like almost everything to the left and the right of me too. The jump attack is, you remember when it was bugged and you almost couldn't even jump attack reliably at all to break stuff? I feel like that bug is like lingering still, because there's times where I'll do a jump attack, clear as day, and it just doesn't break anything. Okay, let's move just kind of over here. Let's wait till that stuff unrenders. There we go. I guess I have a build over there. That's fine. So what I want to do is basically build like a practice layout for like a neighborhood or something, or like just whatever kind of build, whether it's a town, a village, whatever it is. But if you're trying to build on... Because, like, the only other way you can get multiple buildings at multiple angles is if you build them all into the ground. Whereas if you're trying to build something smooth and level and have things at an angle on the builds, this will make it look really cool. Here, let's just make it about yay big. And then let's use... So, like, if I wanted to build a house, right? Let's do... Or, like, a castle. This would make kind of be a cool castle, to be honest. So let's take this foundation. Actually, I should probably build this up higher. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to... I can't see it right now. Hold on. I guess we could also build a... No, here, we'll build it right here. There, that works. Perfect. Yeah, let's do that. So then we add this, and then we need, I think it's like 5 or 6 to get more. Oh, wait, I got to do the outline too. I forgot. Let's make that like another distinct color. So the reason I'm doing what you're seeing right now, I'm building where the walls are going to end up going. Because I want to be able to build this structure like after I plant it down. So this is like essentially what we're going for. So now we need to couple them so it floats. So we'd need roughly this many pieces. Now we might still need to make it into like a mini spaceship because we need to get it up and onto there or wherever your goal platform is. But this should do it. Perfect. Beautiful. See, like we might actually have to like make this into like a mini ship. So that way we could just get it into the spot we want. And then we also want to make those activated. See, now we get it onto our pallet, and then we get it moved around, like, say, like that. Right? Like, that would be a good placement for that one. And then I could have, like, another one. And then we could make those bigger. But this is just for practice. So, like, there we would build that. And then I think we have to get rid of these pieces. Otherwise, it's going to count them as pieces against our count going the other way. So let's just get rid of all the stuff we don't need. And also to make sure it's not hovering, and because we want it to also be flat when we recouple it. And then we'll get rid of that, and then we should just be able to should see a little click and like a poof, and then now we're locked in. Okay, so now that's locked in. Now we can't. Oh, bye bye. See ya. Forgot the balloon is up there. And you just don't want to break any of these, otherwise you won't be able to rebuild them. So just be careful. Boom. And now, essentially, like I said, now we've got the foundation. Now that you have to stick with this foundation, you wouldn't be able to expand it sideways without having it float. But otherwise, now we can go to walls, and like if we wanted to make this into a castle, you know, let's go filter. You know, now we can add our door right there, and then our little statue guy, you know, add the whole deal going on here. Boom, boom. And then, yeah, you just build it like normal. You just can't build below that line or like down here, otherwise it'll miss a line. But now you've got a free build to go on top here. And ideally you'd make that match. Like I would have gone through with like gray floors or something if I could have to had that match better. But otherwise now we've got that build, and we could build all the way around, build it up, and now we've got the footprint for it. And all we would need to do, and again, this doesn't move at all, would bring another foundation over here, kind of stamp it on there at a random angle. And, you know, castles generally look a little bit better when they're honestly on more of a grid setup, but like kind of is just an example for any sort of build, especially like if you were doing cabin would be more on the ground, but like there's so many ways you can use this. But yeah, Moxie, you really killed it on this one. Like, because you came up with so many crazy things for the community so far, like the auto fishing, or at least like discovered them and put them into words that were made other people able to repeat the process. I don't know what I think the complexity brick blocks on the grid are like 50-meter blocks or something like that. Because now, as long as you're building on this build, you don't have to worry about misalignments. Because now from here, since these aren't overlapping, we can keep building this. But again, we just can't build... Like, we can't snap this here and build here. See how it says another object is in the way? Or it's just... Oh, wait. Why is that working? What? I'm clicking, but it's not working. It wants to! But it says object must be aligned. Here it's showing green for some reason, but I don't want to go. Please, just let me. You know you want to. The code is just restricting you. I thought it placed for a second. But yeah, so now as long as you build your border with a floor to start, then you're good to build on top and you don't have to worry about the height. Because obviously you can move entire structures, but even just for that basic brick made out of the chunky bricks, that was a lot of pieces that I had to get onto it to get it moved. So if you're trying to move any massive structure, it's probably not as bad if you're doing a structure like this, but it's going to be all around heavier too. A functioning stinger mantis? No idea. What is that even from? Let me double check my messages, make sure Brave's not hitting me back up. Okay. Might play with Brave tonight. I don't know what his schedule looks like, but he said he might be able to hop on. All right, what do we do? Because I don't want to start a build. I don't want to do like a whole build project around this immediately. I'm just trying to get the ins and outs of it. Okay, but let's show more of like what can be done with coupling and decoupling. And that is the fun part, because you can do this with literally anything, including the shark on the beach, the burger heads, anything like that. So we all saw, all we need to do is add our swivel, and then we just need to get more pieces on top of this swivel plate. Because I didn't build this. This is one of the prefab structures in the game. Now, from what Moxie said, if you try to move these too far, they start to just disintegrate. Oops. So you can't move... But Moxie, you can move player-built structures as far as you want with coupling and decoupling. It's just non-player-built structures that start to get funky, right? So if you wanted to transplant something you built, you wouldn't have to worry about range, correct? It would just be if you're... Okay, cool. Because I heard you say specifically that you couldn't do non-player move, but it may, I don't remember if you specified specifically if made ones were good, but that's good to know. That's probably enough. I guess we can find out here. No, I don't think I saw it move. Some of the decor sometimes attaches itself to and counts as a piece. But you can do this with anything. Again, I still don't know if we got it. I doubt it. This kind of has a lot of decor in it, which is all counting as a piece. So you can build essentially. What's really cool about this is you can now. I mean, I guess there was easy ways to kind of disconnect it anyway and make it into a floating structure, but this way requires you breaking no parts off the bottom. Because like, you can make any prefab float. There we go. Am I floating yet? Am I floating yet? We have liftoff. More on this side. More on this side. Go. Oh my god, we've lifted the whole thing off the ground. Yeah. So those are technically connected by those void spaces. So that's why they're getting lifted too. Oh yeah, I saw a bunch of people flying over the ocean. I don't get the need to fly over the ocean like that. Once you get right here, there's no reason to go over here. There's nothing over here for us. But yes, essentially you can transplant any build. Oh, I forgot I did. What's that? This was me farting around with it earlier. But what's another example? I don't know. There's no way I find a shark statue right off the bat. Can you find shark statues on Lost Island? Or the shark things on the Lost Island? Or there's only on the mainland? Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Just wait just a minute. Because I see someone doing it with the X-Wing pieces. There's no way, right? Chat. There's no way it actually would work with you know what, right? There's no way it works, right? Someone would have had to try it. We would have seen this on Reddit by now if it worked. Because someone's doing it with X-Wing pieces. Yeah, bro! We're about to find out! Not just the crashed ships, but the crashed ship. Wait till you see the details that have been hidden from us. So there's way more down there. I saw so there's like the X-Wing is like because I saw the X-Wing parts, and I'm guessing most of that's hidden underneath. What am I watching up? Pretty much, yeah. Because, like, I don't know if you can connect them, but it'd be sick to connect the Star Destroyer pieces. Rebuild the Star Destroyer. Project Rebuild. Oh, wait, that doesn't stay on? many pieces is this technically? One? Oh, I forgot. That's not going to work because that's sideways. Oh, wait. All I have to do is this. Oh, it's in the way. Oh, it's not cut. It's not touching. Can I use smaller piece to do that? There's just stuff in the way. Is there a better spot I can do this? Oh, the rocks, trees, and stuff. Doesn't look like there's anything around it I can destroy. I mean, maybe these ones have more stuff like that. I'm guessing. Oh, I see where those are connecting.
Thank you for your
But I don't think
patronage.
anything around this is breakable other than it itself. Yo, GWD Tiger, thank you so much for the resub. 9 months in a row. We got ourselves a Twitch baby. Okay. Wait, I just want like a piece like that big. Oh, maybe that won't work. I mean, oh yeah, there we go. Oh, it's not coupled. Dang it. Is there a specific spot I need to do it? Because I just want to see what it looks like too. Obviously, you've already tested this. I wonder if up here will work better. Because I can probably place something. Like, yeah, this will work a lot better. Because that's actually aligned and I can place stuff on it. Goes like on a different grid. I guess I'll just use that as the reference point. Are they like not touching? I can't tell. And I can't tell if this is supposed to be more than one piece or not. There we go. Pull! Is it working? Do I need more power? Or more balloons? Or is it just stuck? Maybe this one's stuck. Oh, it looks like it wants to move. I don't know. What is this spot? It's the Star Destroyer crash site on Star Wars Island. I can't get it out. Ugh. I can tell it's decoupled, but it's definitely like stuck. Maybe this one will be easier. Probably not. Oh, it just does take a lot of extra balloon power to get it, like, sucked up out of the ground. Because that one's way bigger, and this one's way smaller, and it's still, like, you can see it's, like, pulling a root out. It's probably going to go up much. Yeah, as soon as it comes out, it's much faster. We have successfully extracted it. A piece. Probe. Bones, it's me. Oh my god. Bones. Wait, that made it lighter? Chat, I don't. Nothing makes sense anymore. Yes. Mine! For the rebellion! Sir? Corporal, did you get the Death Star plans? You're never gonna believe this! I've got the Death Star itself. I just have no way to... Oh, wait, I can... Oh! There we go. Look at a little, like an alien probe. Little alien ship. I'm having fun, are you? Alright, now I just gotta put more balloons on that to get that one out of the ground. I'll put my piece collection over here. Oh god. I'm falling! Don't worry, I have life alert. There we go. And we can connect these with other pieces too, right? Now, like technically, like... Oh, it says needs supporting piece. Oh, wait, right there. Okay, so we can kind of get some stuff to connect. We can make, like, kind of a custom spaceship with this eventually. But, like, what about if I, like, wanted to... I would have to do some real work to get another one of these pieces perfectly coupled with a piece that I've already decoupled. That would take some real, like, careful work, I feel like. Yo, hi, how's it going? We'll run the YouTube. How we doing? Oh, God. So that one's just got... Oh, I forgot about those things. That probably broke it, to be honest. It was probably those things. I wasn't even thinking about that. So is this a separate piece then? Yes, it is. You can make like an AT-AT with this. We just need to like get another. Is there another one of these pieces down there? We just have to get like another one of these and then make it go butt to butt. And then you basically have the body of an AT-AT. Here, I'm just going to drop this because I think that's a separate piece. Oh yeah, all these are separate pieces. Look at that. Oh, goofed up. That's fine. That's why we're in a sandbox world. That doesn't matter. Yeah, let's try to get the... Oh, the thruster is really hollow in there, isn't it? You can also fly in regular survival. Where's the top of this build exactly? Ooh. I feel like this also counts as like an object that you can't break. Yeah, I'm not going to get too far into trying to combine these. This one was fun, though. Because, like, technically, yeah, you know what you could do is, like, take the small parts like this and then take them over to, like, a Star Wars base that you already have. Like, let's do an example. It's just, like, you could transplant this for sure, like the small details, and you could get these as decorations in your base that you'd normally never be able to get. But this piece is like perfect. Let me try to find a little POI. Oh, oh crap, it's happening. I went too far. I didn't realize that's it. Dang, that's all you get? That's the range? That wasn't far at all. Yeah, it's gone now. Woo, 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 woo. Hey, somehow the homing missile. Channel my inner homing missile. Ah! Crash landing. Oh, God. I mushed my Nana. Nah, I knew that it would break if I moved it far enough away from its original place. But I didn't realize it was such a short range. You know what else? Oh, I haven't done the... Because there's stuff in there. I'm wondering... Because I know this... He said you had to clear all the stuff around it. I'm wondering if we can pull this sucker right on out of here. Let me... Oh, wait. Can I not break that at all? Oh, weird. Can I decouple this thing? Because this should be pretty easy, to be honest. I can't build on that? Oh, I can build right there, though. And then as long as I can build there, then yeah, we're good. Let's see if we can get this bad boy up. Again, who knows how many pieces this actually is. It could be one big piece. It could be a bunch of pieces. I'm guessing it's the ladder, and it's probably a bunch of pieces. See if we can get the cave entrance off. I couldn't tell. Did it do it? I think it did. I saw a shift. Right? No. Why is it? The snap never worked. There we go. Okay. We broke the door off. I know you can get into the caves early with this trick. You can you can decouple it and it breaks the whole door. Let's go. I don't know about... It's probably has to do with its original site. Yeah, you could straight up go in. Let's go! And now we just need to get it up out of here. We just need to be able to... Give me. Oops, I guess it doesn't matter. I don't see it moving much. No, it wants to. It wants to, right? I can't get anything even, can I? Dang it. I thought that would be low enough. Come on. Lift up on out of there. Oh, there we go. I saw him move a little more there. I know you want to. Come on now. I got a whole freezer full of popsicles. Come on. Push. It's still a moving part, right? I thought I was moving it. We saw it break. We just need to get it out. It's just too stuck in here. I broke content. You know, it'd be easier if I used longer things.
That voice was to smooth.
I just can't do the whistle part for what's his name from Family Guy. His voice has more of a whistle in it. I cannot do that for the life of me. What's the best weapon against a bear? Just like everything else in the game that's the best, it's the dual pistols. There's no way. This thing is stuck. Come on. It's like I could see, it's like pieces over here are like interacting with it. I just saw a thing break. I don't think we're getting it out of here, guys. Like I saw it decouple. We saw the door break. Or we saw it couple, rather. It's just too heavy, I guess. Or it's just too embedded. Because, like, part of it is in there. Like, is that part of the... Like, is that part of the build? Is that part of the build? Like, how's it going to pull it out of here in reality? This thing is, like, chopped. I guess I could try... What if I was, like... You can't break the... You can't break that. Some of these parts are, like, immovable, too. How does that factor in? Oh, yeah, this whole thing is probably... Can't move it. We tried. We tried to deroot the cave entrance. It didn't work. I tried. I gave it my best shot. Sausage notes. That makes sense. Kind of get the S exaggerated. All right. The guy from the new Mr. Beast video? That's me. I'm just kidding. I just gotta start taking credit for whoever people say I look like. Yeah, that's me though. That's me. Oh, is that a crashed ship? That's kind of what I was looking for. Oh! Weird place for y'all to pop up. It's like, this would probably be really tough because it's like upside down. Getting this out of the ground would probably be like near impossible. It won't even let me place a piece there. Or there. That one's also upside down. It's like the same ship crash. Let's go see if I can get into my expert world. That's kind of the whole reason we were in Sandbox to begin with right now. Was I tried loading into my expert world, I think 2 or 3 times, and it gave me like a network error. So, actually, let's claim all my Battle Pass stuff. Did I claim everything? Cool. All right, let's see if this loads in now, and I'm going to run to the restroom. Everybody stretch your legs and come drop a follow on Twitch or YouTube. I'll be right back. Flying is like cheating. Well, I mean, in sandbox mode, it doesn't make a difference. In my expert world, I couldn't fly if I wanted to. But I'd also prefer to play without flying. But when I'm in sandbox mode, just goofing around and experimenting, why wouldn't I? It's like if you were drawing... I don't know, I guess that's a bad metaphor, but like... if you're just practicing, and then it doesn't matter. But if you're trying to, like, I guess pull stuff off, it's a little more impressive without flying. But I kind of agree with you. I don't care how other people play, but I don't play with flying on generally. I remember when you used to get 1K views. I don't think I've ever consistently got 1K views. There's been a couple of streams where I got up there, but I've never had like average. I've never like averaged anything near that. During the beginning when LEGO Fortnite first came out and it was super hyped, I was averaging closer to like, I think 200 or 300 viewers. But that's because there was still a ton of hype around the game. But that's, I think, as high as it ever got as far as average, and that was maybe for a couple months at most. Yeah, there was maybe a 1 or 2 times where I've been in that 500 to 1,000 range. Maybe a couple of times. There was a time, I think like a couple months ago, where I was like literally when I was hit smacking a wall in a cave with a pickaxe and stuff, I was literally just farming legendaries, and for some reason they got like 500 people in the chat or in the live. But otherwise, I've never averaged that much, I wouldn't say. These days on TikTok, I average around 50, I would say. And then day-to-day on Twitch, I average like probably like around 20 to 30. I'll be right back. I gotta pee. Houston, we have a problem. I can't get into my expert world today. It won't let me. It was like an hour apart or an hour and a half since the last time I tried. Look at my likes. We're at 3,500. Let's go. Who redeemed? Outfit. Perfect timing. Thank you for doing it while I'm in the lobby, too.
FBB lock.
I'm
Mercy Wing
Kaboom.
1, FBS spiral, FBB lock. Mercy Wing 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 1, FBS spiral,
wonder
FBB
if those
lock.
count
Mercy
as
Wing
one
1,
character
FBS
each.
spiral, FBB lock. Mercy Wing 1, FBS spiral, holiday log. FBB lock. Mercy Wing 1, FBS spiral. Holiday log, FBB lock, Mercy Wing 1, FPS
Yeah.
spiral, holiday
Oh my
log,
God.
FBB lock, Mercy
Try
Wing
not
1,
to do
FPS
that
spiral, holiday
with
log,
the
FB pass,
emojis.
FBS
It's a little
spiral,
much.
FB pass, FPS spiral, FB pass, FPS
my
spiral,
God.
FB pass, FPS spiral, Kapow pound, why so serious? Kapow pound, why so serious?
Why so
Kapow pound,
serious?
why so serious?
Oh my god, yeah. Let's not do that again. It was fun the first time. It gets old a little fast. Let's see if I just switch modes. Oh yeah, we gotta switch my skin too. I could be anybody. Why is Discord not open already? Cool. Anything with a cape. Let's do Robin. I haven't rocked the Robin yet. Alright, let's try the expert one more time. What was that? That was someone using TTS on Twitch. Will it respawn? No, I don't think so. Yo, should I watch on Twitch or TikTok? Definitely Twitch. If you don't mind where you're watching me on, and you could watch on one or the other, do it on Twitch for sure. Helps me out. We're still pushing for Twitch partner out here. Every follow and view on Twitch is a bonus. Let me in. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the world. Because I could reset the whole game. But you'd think it would not let me into other worlds too. But I'm not going to be able to finish the interior decorating of my brick build. I doubt it corrupted, and sometimes it happens for like a day and then it fixes itself, but... Yo, Joshy, welcome over. Thank you so much, and thank you for the follow. Probably not going to let me in now. It's been this long already. Come on, man. What's up, 8? What's going on? Let me get some water. I haven't played any of the other Lego games like the Skywalker Saga since it released. But otherwise, I played a lot of the Lego Star Wars games as a kid. Usually it's about this long for me to get into, but earlier in the session when I first was live, it was giving me network errors, and then it just did a few minutes ago, so kind of suspecting it's going to do the same thing here. Yep. This is what it's been doing every time. It does not want to let me in. It doesn't even show like the player sometimes, like how it like gets you in, but it really doesn't. It's been happening all day now, just for that world. All the other worlds, or I guess not all the other ones, but the only other one I've tried works just fine. What interests you about LEGO Fortnite? Mostly just like the LEGO building. I mean, like the fact that it's open world and it has other aspects, so it's not just like a full-on sandbox, because that's what LEGO Worlds was. LEGO Worlds was basically just a building sandbox with nothing, which was not necessarily a bad thing, but that's all it was, where you were just building for fun and just to make creative stuff, which is all for fun, but it's fun. Nice. That's what I like about LEGO Fortnite, is it's a creative building game inside of another game, which that's why I feel like LEGO Fortnite is so underrated. And when I think like LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Harry Potter, LEGO Indiana Jones, those are all fun. They're all amazing games. They are LEGO games. However, if I were to like, if none of those existed and they were to make their first LEGO video game ever, my thought would be a LEGO video game. The best one would be a one where you could build LEGO in it. Where like LEGO Star Wars and LEGO Indiana Jones, there's like parts where your character like little speed builds, a little build, and it's fun. It's like I see those more as like LEGO themed games. Like they are a LEGO game, but they're just like a LEGO themed game. Whereas like this is a LEGO game. Like it's not just LEGO themed. You're building stuff. You're building structures. You can build cars just like you can in real life with LEGO. You can build a little foundation, put some wheels on it, roll it around. It's like something that basically no other LEGO game other than LEGO Worlds has offered before this. That's my biggest interest. I don't know what I want to do right now. I didn't have a big build project plan outside of finishing out my... I could go farm some corrupted crystals. I'm kind of waiting on Brave to see if he wants to run it. Maybe I'll just go... You guys down for some... What's it called? Blitz mode? Thanks for the description. Yeah.
Hope they bring all those games into LEGO Fort.
It'd be cool in some sort of like aesthetic, like as far as like the battle passes, LEGO passes. I am honestly excited to see what the landscape of LEGO gaming outside of LEGO Fortnite looks here. Because I don't know if you saw this. It was a couple months ago. LEGO, I don't know if they like announced it, but there was like, basically it became public information that LEGO moving forward is going to be doing all of their games in-house. So they're going to have their own in-house LEGO video game developing department. Because LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Indiana Jones, LEGO Harry Potter, those are all TT games. What is it? What is it? I can't remember what it is. It's What are they? What's their actual name? I can't remember what TT stands for, but they're a gaming studio that develops all the LEGO game, most of them up to this point. But from now on, LEGO is going to be like developing them in-house. And we got a couple games coming out later this year. One of them's called LEGO... What was it? Not... It's the two-player cooperative game. I keep forgetting the name of it. But then LEGO Party. Those are by other developers, but I think next year and coming years later, we're going to start seeing like in-house LEGO developed games, and I'm kind of excited for that. It should be pretty interesting. But I'm excited for LEGO Party this year. Blitz.
I mean builds surrounded around those games.
Six? Yeah. They've got a 6-stack mode for Blitz. And it's all real players, too. The lobbies are only what, like 30 or 40 people with like a handful of teams. It's not like 100-player lobbies, but they're smaller map, zones converge quicker. Like basically, legendaries and mythics are dropped right off the rip. You spawn with items. This game mode's actually really fun.
Yes. Beat the devil out of it.
Why is it taking so long? It's like really, and I think part of it is because some of those pieces are indestructible, and they might be like also somehow immovable. I think that's what the problem is. Or I just got to add like a stupid amount of balloons to get it unhinged or dislodged, whatever you want to call it. Fortnite just broken in general? I guess so. Could try restarting, I guess, see if that fixes everything. Chapter 2, Season 4. I wouldn't know which one's playing. Or lobby. I have it on random, and I've got tracks since like the beginning. That's not in the right order. Shouldn't I be sorting them differently than this? That's definitely not sorted by season. Because these are like... But I do have like a lot of the older ones. Okay, I guess my game is broken. I guess we're just going to try restarting. We'll try restarting. Nothing seems to be loading. Other than my sandbox world. I mean, I'm not as big of a Star Trek fan, so I'd probably live in the Star Wars world. Alright, first let's see if this works. And then if not, guess I'll try BR again. I want to play my game! Oh, was it doing the... I don't think it was doing World Found before, or was it? Well, we'll find out, I guess. Can I join your world, please? No, I either have solo worlds or sometimes I do some worlds with other creators, but right now I don't have any sort of community worlds going on. I guess that kind of makes sense from like a logic standpoint. You know what I just got done rewatching? Probably like, because I've seen these like movies, I think plenty of times just in pieces when I was younger. But I just got done rewatching Aliens, and then I tried watching Aliens 3, and it's just obviously not nearly up to par. It's like, I don't know, it's just like not as good. Because I'm currently watching Alien Earth, and I've always liked all of the different Alien and Predator movies and Alien versus Predator movies when I was younger too, so I decided to rewatch Alien and Aliens. Alien Earth is great so far. They released 2 episodes to start, and then it's every Tuesday, so we'll get one here tomorrow. However, I think it's going on its own canonical timeline, because, like, it predates the first movie by, I think, a couple years. So obviously, and you know what, I guess it's probably going to end up being, because in Alien 1, it's the first time they've ever experienced, you know, anybody from Earth has experienced Alien. But in Alien Earth, it's like ahead of that movie by a couple years, and basically, you know, the ship crash lands with all the deadly creatures on it, including the xenomorph guy. So I'm guessing that gets just covered up. And so people know about the xenomorphs, because it's weird, because remember how, like, in the first Alien, they get rerouted to that planet? They were supposed to just be taking their cargo home, and they get rerouted to a random planet for, like, no reason. But it's just because the Yutani mother sent them there. You know, they probably had a suspicion of what was there to begin with. So that'll probably be what Alien Earth is about, is, like, them knowing that the alien exists and it's out there. They just don't know where, or they have an idea. So then that leads into Ripley's journey, is their whole mission was a faux mission just to come back and get some more of that. See, I restarted, nothing. Because, like, otherwise they wouldn't say in the first Alien that was their first encounter, but obviously that ends up being a lie. Like everything else that comes from Yutani. It's always a lie. Somehow the robot, even at the end of, what, Alien 2, or Aliens, the robot's nice, but doesn't he still, I'm pretty sure he smuggles one of the parasite things on board, and that's how Alien 3 happens, is one of the parasites ruins their whole escape pod. So it's like, even at the end of that one, the robot did in the best interest of the Yutani company, or Weyland Yutani, whatever they're called. You can't trust the robots. Okay, my game is broken, chat. I can't, let's try, I'm sure I can probably get into the community world, but this is weird that, like, nothing else is working for me. I can't play Blitz Royale. I can't join my expert world. I can join my sandbox. But why wouldn't it? You'd think it would have found a game by now. And this is after reset too. Hey, how's it going, Katharla? I just saw your Gifty. How you doing? Change region. Isn't that... Where's that under? I can't remember. I can't even remember where that is. Yeah, I can try doing the verify files thing. Where do I do the region change again? It's somewhere in the options. I just can't remember what setting it's under. Isn't it in like one of these? That's chat. Language and region. There we go. Wait, why am I on NA Central? Didn't I change for someone one time? Why am I on Central? I should be on West. Huh. Guess we can just try that. Went straight to 13 seconds. Let's try that. And gross, not in the foreseeable future right now. I don't have any plans, but that doesn't mean it will never happen. I just don't have a guaranteed time to give anyone. Okay, well, found that, so it clearly was the server. So now just leave this and switch back, see if it works. I only have 100 ping. It's not bad for being on a server across the world. It doesn't even feel that bad for 100 ping. Uncouple region. Shut up. Okay. Scott, yeah, share your Lego builds. Share them on my. Are you talking about like in Lego Fortnite or just your IRL Lego builds in general? All right, let's see. So let's go back to west now. Let's see if Blitz even works. Lego Fortnite, yeah, put them up there, man. It's always, I think what people forget is that like there's people on different levels of skill everywhere, and we need like everybody who cares to share, because it's all inspirational. And sometimes if it's only like the people who see their stuff as top tier posting, then it almost like discourages people, because that's all they see is like crazy good, like, you know, stuff that's seen as crazy good stuff, where they need to see something that's attainable, and then, you know, something that gives them, I guess, like, I'm not sure, how do I describe this better? It's just better for the community. Try not to, comparison is the thief of joy. I guess at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to say. Because, like, if you compare yourself to other people, then you're almost never gonna, because there's always gonna be something out there that impresses you more than your own builds. Even me, I look at that Megazord build that someone did, and I'm like, holy crap, how the hell did he do that? Okay, so I clearly just can't even get in while I'm on this server. But I don't want to play with 100 ping in expeditions. That wouldn't be the end of the world. Well, let's see if that at least clears it up for going into expeditions. Also, post on Reddit if you're like worried about your general internet haters. On Reddit, it's a community full of people who enjoy the game, and generally, you know, everybody there is non-judgmental, and they're not gonna, you know, everybody's there to see Lego builds, so someone's going to appreciate it. I would post stuff on Reddit. The Lego Fortnite Reddit is a great place to start posting if you're feeling like a little weird about doing it on straight up social media where it goes out to the world. Okay, now, yeah, it's not even letting me load in at all. end this server. Like, it's not even taking me into the loading screen. But it's like different. Let's see if I can get into Craftopia. Oh yeah. There's been times where like I'm thinking, would you guys? I mean, I guess you guys probably be down for anything if I'm streaming. But there's sometimes where I do some building off stream because I'll do my stream from like 4 to 8. And then I'll go pick up Heather from work and we'll have dinner and Heather will go to bed. And there's some nights where I stay up and I get back on and just build for another couple hours off stream. But those are times where I really don't feel like being like on camera necessarily. Oh God. It works. It works. But not where I want to be right now. Any better? Oh, we got some food. Nah. I'm gonna take this. Hey, stop moving. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, wait, did it take him out? Oh, I didn't realize he would despawn. I missed out. Oh well. No, that's important. Just making sure no crystals came down. Yo, thank you, Scott. Oh God. Oh God, I can't use the... Oh God. I'm in danger. All right, let's see if I can get into my world. Let's just call them passionate followers. I got one or two of those. My wife is passionate for me. God. Boo! Haven't heard anything from Brave quite yet. He might be on later, but I don't want to farm crystals alone right now. Oh yeah, Reddit's like a plus minus comment system, so it like shows if you're in the negative and stuff, but generally the Lego, like I haven't seen anything that's ever been like super mega downvoted. Yeah, it's probably not gonna let me in. The Lego community in general brings that air about it. Before I played Lego Fortnite, obviously, when I just did my OG Lego content, the Lego community is like probably like one of the most wholesome, if not the most wholesome community of hobbyists. Like, yeah, there's bad apples in every group, but like on a whole scale, like everybody, you go to a Lego convention, everybody is chill. You can talk to anybody. Nobody's gonna be like, you know, blow you off. But going to Lego, I recommend if it depends on where you live, how easy they are to access, because they happen all over the U.S. There's Brick World Chicago, which happens in Schaumburg, Illinois. That happens in June every year. That's the biggest Lego convention in the U.S. That if you can go, I recommend. Oh, hey, we did it! I'm just at ground zero. Again, this has been happening so often lately where I have login issues and then all of a sudden I'm able to, but I'm like back at ground zero. Only took 8 tries and me considering ending the stream early. The game heard it and it was like, oh, we better get him on the game. He's going to leave us. Coupling and decoupling the region. Yeah, it still only took like 8 other tries. Let's just go straight there. Lego is just boring now. In the sense of content progression, 100% agree with you. In the sense of building, that'll never get old for me. But I agree with you. Like, as far as everything beyond the creative building aspect of this game, it's getting pretty dry. What am I doing now? Now I'm going to do what I was trying to do from kind of the get-go, which is finish decorating my brick house with my bread. Don't worry, I'm coming to save you with my loaf of justice. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. My brick house. So this is what I've been working on for like about a week now. I'm still thinking about replacing these lights with all the white lit ones that I have been using. I think they were in this kit. I was using these ones. I think if we use these ones, because they're so much brighter of a light, and they still look good, you know? As long as my head doesn't bop into it. Like, they're almost a little too bright, but then from the outside, when it's nighttime, it'll glow so much better. What do you guys think? Do I replace all these lights with the white lights? Is there a similar one? What color is this light? That one gives off the white light. Maybe I just go with those ones? Because I think this is giving off the same color as this. And that kind of match. It's smaller, but it's like lighting up the area the same way, and it's a lot smaller, more compact. And it's not all up in your face. I think we just go with those ones where it makes sense. Yeah, that lights up a lot better. Or is it not still the same colored light? Because what's also adding to this white light is these lamps in here. It's the lamps plus these. It's like super bright in here. I just can't tell if this is giving off a different color. I think it is. I think it's also giving off like a yellowish light. Yeah, this one's way whiter. I thought it was similar, but it's not. Yeah, it's so much brighter. Pops more. Oh yeah, but Dubs that. Oh yeah, I guess I could do the colored lights. That would be another vibe. Just have like some contrasting light colors popping out. Built your car today. It's really convenient. Oh heck yeah, thank you. Because like at night, I don't mind the look of it, but the white light ends up popping so much better. But I feel like I'd need to add more. I don't know. I'm split. These ones just look consistent, and they always look good. They just don't give off the same light. See, like when it's dark. See how like that's so much. It's just better. Okay, so I still got to decorate this room up here. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that. So I think we just go with any old bed that looks good up here. I don't have a lot of space in here, but I have space. I just don't know what bed I want to go with, and I didn't bring the materials I needed for everything. The wool thread is kind of throwing me out. Oh my god, I could do the boat bed, I guess. Could make it the boat-themed room. Again, just didn't bring silk thread to actually build them. I guess those beds look good side by side. It's kind of an awkward place to have anything, considering there's a stairway right there. I guess, you know what would be better? Since this technically does say lounge on it, we could just make this into like a area that is like all couch, which I guess I have a living room down there for. I guess I just make it into a bedroom. I'm struggling creatively because like the outside and the inside decorations are like the way it looks outside, and these decorations are like kind of a different kind of vibe. I guess I don't have to have the bed right in the center either. I'm just not the best interior. Like I'm okay at interior design, but there's parts where I'm like, how do I make this space not look so boring? Like, this is pretty standard setup, and I don't want to do something that's, like, exactly like this, but similar up there. I kind of basically just want to add a bed, a couch, some wardrobes, and, like, another TV, but I don't want to make it feel too much like the living room. And then I'm still questioning whether I want to keep the signs. Like, the arcade one looks good, and it makes the most sense, but having the lounge and the juice one are kind of like escaping the vibe I'm going for. As much as I like those, I don't. I need to get. I think it's Catharla, and there's a couple other, and like there's so many great lady creators out there, alongside like Zeppelin and like I was saying Catharla, and then what's her name, Maru. She posts on the Discord a lot. I think. I swear the ladies have the best interior touch. They know how to design stuff, at least better than I do. Yo, Ryan, how's it going? Yeah, Maru. Okay, I was right then. Does Fortnite pay you to play this? I mean, what do you mean by like, am I contracted to play it? By no means, no. Because of my passion to play it and my desire to continue making content about the game, subsequently has landed me ad deals with Lego and Epic Games where I've been paid. But that's not, it's like the other way around from what I think you're assuming. I don't play the game to get paid. I'm getting paid because I play the game. Does that make sense? I'm lagging by the way. There we go. I teach courses to architects and have no visual ability in Lego. Interesting. See, I've always had really good outside. Like I don't know what it is. Like I understand like I don't know if it's basic architecture, but just like not building symmetrically, like having void space and gaps and like kind of how this is built. It's got some symmetry to it, but overall I gave it depth, I gave it void space. It's like controlled chaos. What do I put in this room, by the way? This isn't, I guess this could be like the guest house. Let's start there. I kind of like this bed. See, in here, there's just not a lot of room for stuff like that. But here, let's do that. I like that color match with the orange. And then let's go to displays. Honestly, it looks kind of funny. Just gonna go with stuff that matches the color of the room. Why not? Do I have anything else that kind of matches? I don't know what it is. It's a storage crate, but what else? Let's do that instead. So we could probably also put those on the walls, no? Oh, no, they would need like a floor below it, technically. Where's the wall TV? Why is there so many? Why is there too many things now? I know there's a filter button, but let's see if it's. Yeah, we can. Yep. That's a good view. Even the Peep and Tom can see the TV. But no, it's a good view from the bed. It's a good view from the bed. What did I want to put over here? Oh yeah, like a computer or something. Something like this. And actually, you know what? We will just make the computer. Does that work? Or should I make it a different color? I'd probably make it the blue. Here's the desktop. It's a little big, but that's the desktop. And then I just need a chair with orange on it. Like that. This build is so cool, dude. You're an awesome to watch. Thank you. Oh, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. You guys are too kind. I mean, that would make a little more sense on the, almost like on the floor. Maybe we're trying to do some color match in there. Why not? Matches. Just a little guest house. What are you building? I'm working on my brick mansion build. So all these are big old Lego bricks. And I'm kind of just decorating some of the insides. Why not? Oh, because it's not going to fit there. That's why not. No. There's got to be some other house where we can put there. Oh, that's all too big. I guess I don't have to put anything there. Could put a plant. Just don't have a lot of vines left. Sure. Why not? There we go. I don't have the Avengers Tower, but I do have the Daily Bugle. It's right behind me. You might be able to see it. Yeah, oh, thank you, Moby. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm going to decouple this now and turn it 45 degrees so it's actually facing the sun. I'm kidding. That'd be ridiculous. What do I do here? I guess I just build another room and don't really think about it. I think I'm just gonna, let's just build all with Palm Paradise. And we'll just make it match. What else? Oh, I know. I wanted to add. It doesn't match in here too much, but one of these I was thinking about adding somewhere where it did match better. It does not match that theme as good as I thought it would. I'm lagging. Oh, and I ran out of malachite slabs. Oh no. Oh no. That's probably what I need to build, like, all of that stuff too. Yep. Malachite slabs, malachite slabs, malachite slabs. Rip! I need more of those before I can do it up in here. I don't wanna. Yeah, I got in finally after like the 7th attempt. Release me! The next project I might start in here is actually moving my display base finally and figuring out a plan for each weapon type. And I also need to decide if I'm going to bother actually getting the dual daggers version of everything or just keeping the original daggers because they display the same. I should have plenty. Yeah. I don't have any more marble though right now. Okay. I think that was all I needed for those, because like I said, I think I need some marble slabs eventually, but we should be okay for now. I wonder if that would look good behind the bed. Yeah, we want 4 spaces there. Well, the distance is a little bit different, but I guess we can put it out the space. That might look better. I want this to look like fancy. Is there anything that matches that better, like this? There, and then there's got to be a couch, right? Yeah, because we can make this like the walk around. Like you have to go around this way to like enter the... Let's build a little fence going around that as like a guide. Actually, can I save myself some pieces there? Okay, maybe we'll fit through there. I guess we could just leave that open. Like this. So then it's like boom, then you enter the room. It's going to be a tight squeeze, but I think we can make this work. I won't put a TV here because it'll be too much, but should be able to put a little table here. This one. There. I think that's the right flow. Right? Did I do a good job? Epic, do a good job. Didn't overthink it. Don't know what that's supposed to be necessarily, but chair. Oh, we're still sorting. I'm gonna make myself pretty. Go back to all. Oh, that guitar is gonna go good in here. Amazing. I don't know why it needs to go in here, but like... It matches too well? No, I'm kidding. I guess I could put it somewhere, make it look like someone's just put in the last piece of furniture and they were using that to move it in. What other sorts of decor? No, I need the regular clutter. I'm out of vines, so I can't build any of that. Oh, we need some wall deco. Actually, we're probably not even going to have room. There's like almost zero. I guess I could put it on that wall. Yeah, where's that big painting? There's these things too. Oh, that can work like right there, actually. Solid. And then there's another, it's like a big ass one like this. Maybe just throw that right there. And that requires sand shells, so we're not going to do that. And I guess we could put like smaller pictures to the side. That looks like a safe. You know what I mean? And then this is where we do lights, so we can go. Is that thinner? Yeah, I think that will look nicer. Oh, I ran out of gold bars. No. No. All right, let's go get more gold bars. Oh, this is... Yeah. Yeah. See, these require gold bars too. No. Ah! Why you do this to me? Why have you done this to me? I guess I'll have to go get more gold bars. Solid though, right? Like we're doing it. Look, this is like this is the vibe. It's like the teal room. Teal brick, teal room. Get some rest over here. Put some stuff on the shelves eventually. Otherwise it's coming together. Even looks good from the outside. Makes me almost like want to redo this living room and make it, because like this we did kind of the same way. It's a light blue brick, so we made it kind of all this kind of decor. So I'm almost thinking like, I guess we did use all the yellow stuff here. We just didn't use all yellow, which I could go back and do. Because there is a yellow table, isn't there? Oh no, not really. What about display? Oh yeah, there's this thing I could use, which we already used over there, but I guess I could replace it or face it the other way. There, that too. Yeah, I kind of have everything right here. I think the only thing I'd want to change is maybe taking out these things and then using other yellow stuff. So that way this room is like all yellow essentially. Because that would kind of match the theme better. Granted, I can't really do anything about this room for the gym. Hold on, let me go get my steps in for the day. Wait a minute. Run. I can walk? What? No way! How did I just realize that? There's two separate commands? Since when? I knew about the run. I figured that was, like, that's obvious. But I didn't even ever look at the control thing. I'm like, wait, what do you mean walk? And there's another control. All right, I'm going to get my steps in. I'm going to go get a drink of water because I ran out of Red Bull. I'll be right back. All right, I'm tired of walking. I'm winded. This break brought to you by Booty. Click. Nope, don't camera shake me. Oh, I need those gold bars. Gimme.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yo, NZ with the resub for 13 months. 12 in a row. Thank you so much. I think I'll just turn this around so you really don't see that it almost looks like a different item completely. And then here we'll use this guy. And then here, there's got to be a yellow surface, right? Why? Why? Boo. Boo. I don't have to put something there, but I want to. I guess I could do more of these guys. That's just kind of repetitive at that point. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Isn't there a blender that like matches that perfectly, or is that another piece that I'm thinking? Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, it's the phone. Doesn't even look like a phone. Guess I could just search by these parts again in case I'm forgetting anything. There's the wall stuff too, which I really don't have room for. I think I just leave it like that. I could add some other clutter later. I'm just out of bag room right now. And then I could add something in the middle. I guess I could add him right there. That would be tasteful, right by the yellow. And then I guess the only thing I'd want to change is that teal right there and just make it like orange or something. If I'm going to put anything here. That way, just all the color vibe kind of matches on each area. Because then the yellow and the orange go together. And then, like, down here is, like, a blue brick, so blue kitchen. And then every room now has, like, a little bit more consistency between those. Yo, Scortus, thank you for the roses, by the way. So I would just need a few more gold bars so we can go finish the top. And then in here, I don't even know if I'm going to decorate in here. What would I put in here? There's like nothing. Like there's enough room for like a bed. And like that's it. I really don't know what to put in here, if any. I'll probably just leave it empty. It's the only pointless room. Because over here is a little guest house. A little guest house. And it's also orange. The arcade's the only one that's kind of off color because it's arcade, so it's a bit of everything. Haven't heard anything from Brave yet today, so we'll probably get together sometime later this week because I am about at a stopping point. I'm going to keep it short and sweet today. We got this finished. I wanted to get it finished sooner, and I might have had a little more oomph to do some other projects, but it took me forever just to get into this world. But yeah, this is pretty much done. There's a few more finishing touches I could do. I guess I could do the rest at the top real quick. Because I just wanted to add a few more decorations here and there to spruce up this room a little bit better, but that's about it. Well, let me go check on the plants, make sure the other thing I can do to finally finish everything, get the last of the plants growing the way I need them to. Turn the other way! If you want your plants to grow facing the way you want, you just have to keep replanting them. Oh, where did this come from? Oh, I knew there was a piece that fell off the other day that I was missing. Oops, wrong one. I guess I needed to hit it to break that. Remember when I broke the floor the other day? I found the piece. I found the piece. All right, let's go get the gold, and then we'll pretty much call it a day. Yo, have a good one, Kinkles. I'm about to head out here for the night anyway, too. My loaf of justice. There we go. No, I'm not like actually out of it. And then, oh yeah, gold's over here. That should be enough, right? If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, on TikTok, come and join me on Twitch. I'm about to wrap up the stream here for the night. But I stream most days between 4 and 8 p.m. Pacific time. So we're right about 7 Pacific right now. Ending it a little sooner than I normally do. But that's my general stream window is 4 to 8. Whether it's the whole 4 hours or a portion of it. Let's get the last couple of things added. It's kind of big to put there. Actually, we could put that on the shelf, right? Oh no, it's too tall. Oh, thought it could surely go there. Huh, guess not. That's kind of cool too. don't gotta add too much. But just an, oh yeah, I wanted to add more lights. That was the thing that I was doing last before I ran out of stuff, huh? We were using these guys, and I was gonna put another one like right there. Light, light, and then suppose I can do like one of these here, and then honestly like one like right above the couch would probably be good. That's solid, right?
Thank you for your patronage.
Yo, Neptune with the resub. For 15 months total, 13 in a row, dude. You're insane. Thank you so much. Also, these look pretty good in here, too. But I already have one of those lamps, so I'll keep it there. Let's go add this lamp down to the living room, too. I think we could do that instead of these. I like that better. Let's see, like, that's just too much, I feel like. Too tall or too dangly. I like it. I don't know, man. Something orange. I think that's solid. Oh yeah, there's these things too. I don't know what they are, but they kind of look cool. Sure, why not? Yellow skull. I think we're good. Kitchen's decorated. There's no really dining room table. I guess that's over here, duh. We gotta put something there. Some sort of... Oh, wait. What else? No. Wasn't there an electronic that was blue? Or were they all yellow? I already used those over there. Guess I could just put a few more of these things. Just anything. Stop it. Why is there a tesseract in your kitchen? I don't know. Forget about this piece. Shiny. And then, forgot about that. Let's do up this room real quick. It's an interesting light. It's the only thing I can think to really do with this space other than, like, put up a few little, like, wall decos. Ducky. That looks nice. Nothing crazy. And then I was going to do maybe a little bit more out here, but honestly, I'm just going to leave these little stud patio tables. Honestly, I still don't like that umbrella there. We're chopping the umbrella. Then I'm going to leave the tables blank just to leave their color there better. But otherwise, I think we can call this thing done. I like the color matching I did better with that room. Now every room matches the color of the brick it's in. Except for the gym, which is like, still kind of matches. It's orange, which matches the yellow, but it has the blue in there. But otherwise, the white and orange matches and contrasts the yellow perfectly. And then the yellow looks good in here. I think we're done. Another successful build in the bag, and then the guest house. Oh, and then the arcade for those who haven't seen it. Gotta have an arcade in your house, you know? Ooh, the dining room. See how those white lights pop so much better? I'm still thinking about doing that. Having all those bricks be having, like, glowing with white light would look so much better. That's like the only other change I could think is switching out all those yellow lights for the white lights, because that, like, barely glows, dude. I think that's the only improvement I can make, because then at night it would just be like this really, like aesthetically, geometrically pleasing ornament in the night. I wish they would. Do you remember back in the day how far away lighting used to render? Now it's like 40 meters and it's like gone. Back in the day, you could be like 100 meters away and you could see the lighting from your build. It looked so good, like for large scaled builds, because you could back up and the whole thing was like a Christmas tree. Now you have a big enough build and you want to back up to get it all in frame. The second you get it in frame, you're too far away for the light sources to render in. But yeah, like I'm saying, I think it would look a little bit better if they were all white lights, which I can still go do. I would have to go through the lighting and see if I could find another ceiling light that gives off that much white light, because those look good too. Like I guess this matches almost everything. It wouldn't look that great in the yellow room, but I would just need to find something that gives off as much white light as the... Those ones look pretty cool too. Those ones would honestly look pretty damn good in like a room like this, almost instead of those even. I wonder if they give off the same light though. Let's find out. Seems to be a white light, but I can't tell if it's like white or like blue. Whoa, that's way too low. Probably need to attach it up to like that part. Then it's gonna collide. Oh, there we go. Those are the Hypatia ones, right? Yeah. Yeah, those look really good. And I think they are the same color. Spikes around your hunger bar, that's from just playing in expert mode. So if you're in an expert world like I am, so if I go to the world settings, you can see that the world is set to expert. So when you make a world, even if you made it a cozy or a survival or a sandbox, you can't change the state of the world, so you just have to make your world an expert world. That's all I got for y'all. I'm done. I'm also still thinking about adding a door and a window to that building, just so I can have an extra window showing there. Hey, have a good one, guys. I really hope they throw us some more content, because as much as I like the builds, every time they throw us some builds, it does give me like a couple weeks worth of oomph of like inspiration and motivation. But then it wears off when I'm like, oh man, there's nothing that fun that I could fall back on when I'm not building. Later, Gator. Yee, 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 yee. I'm out of here, guys. Like I said, if you are enjoying the stream here on TikTok, come and join me on Twitch the next time. I generally stream between the hours of 4 and 8 p.m. Pacific time. Also, if you're not supporting a Fortnite creator in the item shop, create a code EPICBRICKS, just like my username. That's EPIC with a K, not a C. If you aren't supporting someone, get mine in there anytime you grab anything, including battle passes, Lego passes, skins, crew passes, or crew subscriptions, all that. Whoa! I need him. Is Pineapple Man. I need him. I can't not collect a food character. Plunger Man, I got the skibbities back. Power Rangers. Is there anything else I want? Nope, I'm good. Where is that? Yes. He looks like such a chill guy. Yeah, the Lego, I just imagine one day we'll have a feast. Maybe one day we'll feast, but yeah, Crumbs makes us happy. Shouldn't, but it does. But I'm out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Who are we going to raid over to? Let's go to Wax Sauce. Munch? Okay, I trust you. We can do someone different. I like passing the torch around to someone we haven't before. Boom. Let's do it. Thank you guys for all the support. I will catch you most likely tomorrow. And me and Brave are going to get in a duo stream here soon, too. Could be tomorrow, could be the next day, but sometime soon. Go show Sir or Mrs. Munch the kindness of the LEGO community. I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. And for my people on TikTok and YouTube. If you're on YouTube, I guess YouTube's a great place to hang out, too. But everybody should come and join me on Twitch the next time. Thank you so much. I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow.